And so I was finishing up the interview, and they said, well, can your past experiences help? I said, actually, yes. I mean, before I was doing my previous job, I was a waiter for about 6 years. And I can tell you, through that, I can assure you, I've got experience bringing a lot to the table.
Boo this man!
Fab Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
You know, I love how you had the face on the podium, by the way. That was new. I appreciate that.
Production values.
We spare no expense, Dave.
Yeah, we actually sold 2 shirts in the past year, so we were able to up the production value. All that money goes right back into the show, guys.
I'm gonna have to like steal away your production person.
You know, it's a shame that we don't all have the Fap Hub shirts, because then we could have like recreated that Piper Perry meme right now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what meme you're talking about, but
T gets it.
Yeah.
T gets it.
We get it.
Henry would be Piper.
No, you're the opposite colored person here. I'm pale as these guys. I'm not even white.
That's how colors work.
We got Deluxe Baldwin in the house. We're gonna have him on the show very soon. It's been a while since he's been on.
Just as soon as we can stomach it. Yep.
But we're excited.
What's the opposite of black?
Oh God!
Uh-oh.
Where did Dave go?
Our first casualty, everybody! Smash that like button.
I think they booed him so hard he got kicked off the internet. That was a pretty bad skit.
Yeah, hashtag kick Dave is trending on Twitter right now.
Is it? Oh man!
Can we get hashtag kick Dave in the nuts instead?
They're trying to really spike the value of the Dave coin.
There he is. Now he's back.
Hey, we're gonna need you to do that skit one more time. I said we're gonna need you to do that skit one more time.
Oh, jeez.
Let's just start from the beginning.
Oh, okay. That's where this comes in.
Oh, I forgot there's a like button to hit.
Yeah, so smash that like button. We're excited tonight because we have Paik for Life back in the house, hanging out with us tonight. We got some cool stuff to talk about. We've got some cool stuff to give away. Chiefly that figure action hoodie. After we get through the how you doing? What'd you get? We'll be doing that giveaway. Before we get started, make sure you kielbasa slam that like button. It really helps us out. If you're not already, make sure you're a subscriber. Make sure you ring that notification bell. We're going to be putting out a lot more content this year. I just did a live stream on my PlayStation 5 for Destruction All-Stars. I plan on trying to make some regular gaming streams. So if anybody saw that, liked it, let me know. Let me know if you want to see me play anything in particular. And I'll try and make that happen. And last but not least, buy our shirts. Check out the Fap Shop over on Teespring, the Teespring store, where you can get, Joe, why don't you model what you've got on there?
You could get this lovely figure action, the Fap Hub shirt. T, you're wearing one as well. It's a nice looking shirt.
Sure is.
Yeah.
And tonight, somebody... You could have that in a hoodie if you are our lucky winner. You can get any design of your choosing. So whoever wins that giveaway tonight, just hit me up through Instagram. Hit up the Figure Action channel through Instagram. Let me know what design you want, what size you are, and where to send the shirt, and we'll make it happen. So
instead of a hoodie, can someone choose to get like a whole case of Dave face masks?
I'll allow it.
Like as long as it's, I guess, equal value.
I will allow that if you want to have
guys.
If they go to our link, they can buy whatever they want in our link in the description.
We can call it 7 Daves of the week.
He'd laugh, but he's frozen.
What?
Oh, there you go. He moved.
He moved. A lot of jokes about me. I know it.
It was nothing but nice things. We were
All
just
good
being
things.
so fucking kind to you. It's amazing. Like, we're done now, so thanks.
You have the same internet provider as T-Man, because he's always like cutting out at stuttering.
Don't jinx it, because T's actually had pretty good internet lately.
No, I had to turn my Wi-Fi off.
What,
It works better with my
I
Wi-Fi
think
off.
you just have that effect on me, Henry. You know, you get me so nervous it affects my ISP. Being in your greatness.
T, you still haven't set up that router I sent you like 6 months ago?
No comment.
Send it back.
He meant they were brief jokes, Dave, not short jokes.
I'm pretty sure Deluxe has some America Online floppy disks around where he does floor time.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Dave in the nuts? What did I miss?
Yeah, what is this?
Hashtag.
Henry, I thought we were cool here.
I don't know what would give you that impression.
I was gonna say, what would you think?
It's like, I'm sorry if I gave you that impression.
See, this is why this podcast goes for 2 hours. I was talking about that with Partsformer. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna make it 2 hours. So, and this is why we're 8 minutes in and we haven't done it.
You have like 30 minutes worth of actual content and like an hour and a half of bullshit.
But you got to understand, Paik. That's why the people come to love us, because of the banter, the joyous, the raucous behavior. They don't need the news. They can read the news anywhere else.
They go to you for the news,
Henry.
I don't do news. I do basically nothing on my channel nowadays.
You do breaking news figures. That's what you do, man. You get your prototypes and you get the early samples. You're the guy.
I haven't done any prototypes in a while.
Well, that's you. Who did you piss off?
Everyone.
Wait, didn't you have like the last couple of DJD members?
Prototype for the DJD? Oh yeah, you're right.
A long time ago.
You're right. You know,
that wasn't that long ago.
That's because remnants of like TFCon. Without these TFCons around, I don't get anything. I don't get to pocket some of that stuff.
I heard you were going to get the next release from Moss Toys. They were going to send you over the next big thing.
Oh, speaking of which, I got one right here.
See, there you go.
That box art has not aged well.
Yeah, it's in my pile of crap I'm going to sell off. So,
I kid. I watched that regrets video the other day.
I got a Moss Toys shirt. They gave me one at TFCon. I should bring it. It's like a weird like workout shirt. So it's like kind of like, you know,
just utterly wasted on you.
Almost. it doesn't make you feel like a man at all. I'm not
like any Moss Toy projects have ever worked out. So
what a shirt that makes you not feel like a man. That was their Kickstarter backer, I'm guessing. Like, hey, if we get this many pledges, we'll send you a shirt that makes you really uncomfortable.
Well, not only that, but the latest kid
hooking up with my cousin.
Jesus.
Well, that's a headline.
That's a shirt that would make you uncomfortable.
I mean, he is in the South.
That's true. You might not want to make claims like that because they're liable to believe you.
Them Carolina boys.
Well, speaking of Carolina boys, Dave, how the hell are you? And did you get anything cool this week?
Doing well. I still need to get a new ceiling tile, but aside from that, things are doing pretty well. Work's been going well, and I've been working on the room here. I actually spent the last day and a half just unboxing Predators and putting them on a shelf.
Have you caught any Predators?
Huh?
Have you caught any Predators?
No. Anyway.
No. So Chris Hansen has not been there.
No, he has not.
Oh, he has. It's just.
Speaking of, though, I did get the latest of the Predator Lost Tribe, so he's just the last. He's the second to last one I got to put on the shelf. So really excited how that display is going. Got a fun email from Target the other day saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, your Batman Metal and your Red Sun Superman are being delayed until April." And I'm like, "Well, that sucks." Then the same day I go into Target and I find these guys. I'm like, so is where mine were supposed to go?
They took your order and they're like, fuck that guy, and threw it out on the shelf.
Right.
So, use your own
gas. GameStop on you.
Needless to say, canceled that order. And picked up some Transformers, which you don't need to see because you guys already have them, Cup and Jazz. But this is the one I'm really looking forward to. I'm not, as much as I'm a wrestling fan, I don't collect a lot of wrestling action figures. But this one I can definitely utilize for my photography. I picked up the greatest, the most dynamic man in sports entertainment today. Guaranteed to push you at the edge of your seats, in-ring action. I got me an Orange Cassidy figure. Which, if you don't know about this guy, this dude's hilarious. It's basically, he's a guy who doesn't give a damn, and yes, he pretty much wrestles a lot of his matches with his hands in his pockets. So I'm going to have this guy chilling in the back with Peter B. Parker in the backgrounds of my shots.
Did you find him in the store, you said?
Yes, I actually found the entire wave of this line, and I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of their face sculpts. They make this one Japanese girl named Riho look more like Maya Rudolph. So
now he's the only orange one, right? Like the Green Lantern Corps got a bunch, but there's only one orange.
Right,
only one orange.
Dude, I will tell you now, this dude is like, this is my daughter's favorite wrestler, and this guy is just fun. And I said I couldn't pass over this one. And plus, he's all soft goods for the shirt and all. And he can put his hands in his pockets and, again, just chill off to the side. So him and Peter B. Parker will be chilling in the back. While he's having his shake, they'll just be kind of doing their thing in the back of my city shop. And that's my week.
Very cool.
And your internet didn't die. You made it through the whole thing. Excellent.
Jonathan Walker says, I thought you were going to pull out Richard Simmons.
No, I will not pull my Richard out in front of you guys.
Sportimus, I want to see your basement organized and finished by next week, Dave.
And I want to be 5'9".
That's so sad that you're wishing height, and that's the best you do.
Yeah. Well, it's like that in the Dragon Ball Super Brawly movie. Frieza's like, I want to be taller, but I don't want it to be. I want it to be. I don't want it to be obvious. I don't want it to be. Like, it was like it's still growing.
It's like you want to be like 10 centimeters taller.
Okay, I know.
You'll be like, Dave, you got those Dragon Balls in your pocket. What happened there, man?
I know that Henry was complaining about tangenting, but I got a tangent on this one. My daughter had her pediatrician appointment up this week. New doctor since we moved up here. She measured in the 4th percentile in height. And the doctor asked my wife, is like, are you sure she's getting enough nutrition? And we're like, yeah, she is. She's like, well, how tall are you? And my wife says, she's 5'6". And she goes, how tall is your husband? She goes, about 5'5". And she's like, oh. So. Okay, I'm done.
Moving on.
Who next?
Next up. Matt, how the hell are you? Did you get anything cool this week?
I'm off tomorrow, so I'm fantastic.
You're off every Friday.
I worked last Friday. I just don't make a big deal when I go in the next day because I don't want to think about it. So I don't come on this show to think about going to work the next day, guys. So don't remind me. A bunch of assholes. I got a decent haul this week. I got a little bit of representation from a bunch of different companies. I got my cup, who is pretty good. You almost kind of wish you get the cup and the rest of them before you get the hot rod, because the hot rod kind of sets you up for being disappointed in the rest. But he's not bad. He's good enough. That's my only retail find. I just today from Nate's Toys and Collectibles, I got in my Mafex Man of Steel I got imposed in his arm sniffer.
Jealous.
What does he wear?
What does he wear?
I think he's a degree men's kind of guy.
Yeah, but the Arctic Blast.
Blast. There you go.
Yeah. I will point out that for anybody that's got the Mafex Super Batman, and he's got, a cape that's a little bit oversized. Superman has been taking the same growth hormones as the Batman, because I feel like this cape would have been better suited the size for their Batman, but someone over there, man, their designer loves capes. So he's got capes for days, man. It's a good figure. It suffers from some of the QC that Mafex tends to suffer from. It's got overly tight joints, and some are kind of wonky. You got to work in a little bit. But he's still really good. Again, I got that from Nate. Nate's Toys and Collectibles. His link is in the description if you want to try your luck and get something cool from Nate. It's a DC day for me because I also got in these two. This is the Amazing Yamaguchi Harley Quinn alternate color scheme with the blonde hair. And my first Mezco, the Joker Clown Prince of Crime. My very first Mezco, and I like it. And I will have these guys posed just like this on my shelf. So if anybody that doesn't like having companies cross or aesthetics mix like that, that might piss you off, you're welcome, because I'm going to keep it like that. So it's interesting, too. I was telling T, I've been watching the Harley Quinn animated series, and there's a picture of that character from the series on her box. So I'm guessing this is meant to be her representation, even though her outfit colors are a little different. But
I have the other Harley, and you're making me want that Harley.
Yeah, but like I said, I got her because I've been watching the show and I really like it. And then they end up saying, well, this is kind of her, and it's really good.
Yeah, that show was awesome. It's so funny. I love King Shark. King Shark's my favorite in that show.
King Shark and
Clayface.
Yeah, they're
no, actually the Riddler. Oh, there's so many good characters in that.
The Riddler
Watch
getting
this.
all buff by the end of the show. It's amazing.
What's the name of the plant?
What's that?
Spoiler.
Not too much of a spoiler. What's the name of the plant?
Is it Jerry? No. It's a regular name. It's nothing crazy. I'll have to look it up. I'll get back to it. But my last pickup is one that I've been highly anticipating, and Paik knows all about because he did a live stream on him. But I got my MMC's Optimus Texas. He can do all kinds of poses too. It's amazing.
You are clearly you were the one that posted on the Figure Action Facebook page
of the heart
with the Valentines, because you're out of touch. That is not the way we do hearts anymore. We do this. We do this now.
What?
Well, hold on. We can't see you, dumbass.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to change. You do this now. These are hearts.
Oh, I thought
That's
that was
a heart?
you're gonna pinch somebody's nipples.
Yeah, see?
Like
So
this?
Wait, who's we?
Asians, Koreans. This is out of date, man.
That's my. Do I look Asian to you? That's my wife. Come on, man.
Where do you,
She don't go to the meetings. I don't know.
Yeah, but it bleeds over.
She's gonna be like,
you're Asian by association.
That's not cool anymore, man.
So yeah, this guy is amazing. I'm not even gonna go watch Paik's live stream because this guy he goes into great detail. He's worth every penny. He's a little over $100. Oh my God, go get him. He's awesome. That's all I got to say about him.
I really like it.
And that's all I got.
I know his house flooded.
Next up,
No,
Joe. Oh, whose house flooded?
Nate had plumbing issues.
Nate had his house flooded a few weeks ago.
That sucks.
Wah, wah.
Hopefully our toys didn't get wet.
That's the first thing he did. He was like,
So I'm supposed to get Smokey from him tomorrow. It was supposed to be here today, but post office going to post office. And there's a joke there. If I get it tomorrow and it's wet, I'll be like, Nate, I ordered Smokey, not Soggy. So Joe, this is I need to boo this man for myself. Joe,
at least you recognize it.
You don't have any stonks in your name this week, but you're Florida man.
To be honest with you, I'm a little stonked out lately. I almost lost a ton of money the other day, so I'm done with stonks, at least for like a day. And just kind of cool off a little bit. As for hauls, I really don't have much of a haul. I did get a cup, like everyone else got a cup. I got a cup. One POA. It's pretty cool. And as you can see, I've been making a lot of progress with the packing. Actually, almost all the monsters are put away.
I bet that was a pain in the ass.
Yes, it was. It's getting very barren over there. So
I remember that.
Yeah, making progress. And then I just realized, though, like I left one. I must have been like, oh, I don't know where to put this Godzilla, and I just put him on the shelf. And then I finished that box, and I just realized there's one Godzilla left over there. So I'm gonna have to squeeze him in another box. I've got pretty much all the action figures are packed. The only thing I have left to pack are like accessories, one Batman statue, and Mrs. Pot. She hasn't been packed yet. So
God damn it! You still haven't packed that thing.
she's gonna be really mad at me if I somehow forget to pack that and leave it here. We're gonna get all the way to Florida. She's gonna be unboxing things. Where's my Mrs. Pot?
That
Like,
or
where's my pot?
you get on the road and wait for like, oh, I'm thirsty, and you're like, oh, okay, and you just start pouring something out of that.
Get your finger out.
That's right. I've tried to see if she doubles at a one of those things, the neti pots,
neti
but
pot.
it's like sealed. You can't even drink out of it.
No.
It's useless.
Stupid Disney.
It's actually a piggy bank.
Oh,
There's Mrs. Pot's slot. Someone hit the giggity. But that's all I got going on. Yeah, I haven't been doing much. Just packing and losing money in the stonk market.
I feel you. I've lost some money this past couple days as well, but I'm holding.
My Bitcoin's doing great.
Bitcoin's about the only thing. Wow, and weed stocks.
Oh,
Weed
well,
stocks and Bitcoin.
my weed stocks aren't doing that good right now either. They took a dive today.
That's how I almost lost a ton of money.
Well, you know, after you get those highs,
You get the lows.
That's right.
Oh, we
but you
got
know what's not? But you know what is never a bad thing? Getting something from Nate Toys and Collectibles. Because let me tell you, that will always guarantee to brighten up your day. You open up that box and you find everything perfectly packed and wrapped with care and love.
And you know what else would be good?
If you go a month without getting something from Nate's, I don't know how you get on with life.
You keep
What else?
You keep trying so hard, Dave, but I don't think he sent you anything yet for
Not
free.
a
Has he?
damn thing.
Hey, shouldn't this have one of those paid promotion things at the bottom corner if you're going to be
Just
doing
trying to get some.
yeah.
We should.
We're like
This
video is brought to you
disclaimer.
by Nate's Shadow Legends.
Yeah.
Like it.
Nate
Yes,
King.
yes, first. But what else is good is finding out how T-Man is doing. And
Oh, how
what-
is T-Man doing?
Oh, well, how is
It's
he doing?
almost as if we were focused on you the whole time.
he is doing okay. And
Well,
what
that's
did he
good to
get?
hear. All right.
I should have
else you got?
busted out the. I'm doing good.
I finally got Grief Karga
Nice.
after they sent me Moff Gideon, and I wasn't mad about it. I filmed a review last night. I started editing and never finished it. So, yeah. And I also got this guy, Quill. I reviewed that whole wave together. So, yeah, I need to finish it. And then I realized I didn't shoot a thumbnail, which I hate that when I'm at work. And this just came from Bluefin. It was on sale for the 50th time.
Such a good figure. Such a good.
Yes, he's
That was
awesome.
that sale just happened. That was pretty fast shipping, wasn't it?
Yeah, they gave me a tracking number that same day. I think it was like Saturday. But I think it didn't actually start moving till Monday, and it actually got to me quick.
Still,
So you
not
now
bad.
have all three, right?
Yeah,
Awesome.
and I guess eventually I'll review all three of them at the same time since they got the same articulation.
Did it come with the flamethrower?
No, I just
That
got
was, that was
It was
BBPS.
BBTS.
the missile, the blast effect with the missile. I don't know how you're supposed to have the missile suspended with this, and the little torture rack thingy,
Yeah.
and some extra tentacles. And I got to read the instructions because I have no clue how to put this together.
Well, that's pretty simple.
And I bought if you saw my T-Man's Fig Hunt, I found Marvel Legends Domino, the Deadpool 2 Domino for $5, and I'm giving it away on this channel. So the previous podcast video on this channel, you can enter, but the instructions are on my what you need to do to win are on my channel on my latest T-Man's Fig Hunt.
So that
Which I
would
believe
be
is-
episode 123.
Yeah, and T-Man's Fig Hunt 143, I believe. I mean, no, it's just 43, not 143.
You're making a lot of
So.
people jump through hoops for a $5 figure.
That they're too cheap to buy themselves. So
Can
if
I
you
win?
want that for free, don't listen to Paik. Jump through the hoops, and then y'all can get it. But
Oh, did
basically,
I
the
say hi to
instructions
Andrew
is,
Ruin yet?
huh?
Just making sure if I said hi to Andrew Ruin yet. Because I'm making sure he takes care of his fiance, right?
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Basically, you need to be subscribed to my channel and this channel. Live in the United States. Be 18. Have your subscriptions available to be seen, so that we can tell that you're actually subscribed. And I
Social
believe that's
security
everything.
number,
And
your bank account.
yeah, if you go to the previous video that Joe just named the number to you, put hashtag chill domino, and you'll be entered. Oh, and I think I said live in the United States.
You did. They need to.
But that's it. And are we going to Zero next or Paik?
Yeah. Well, we'll go ahead. We'll do. We'll save me for last. Henry, thank you for joining us tonight. How the hell are you? And did you get anything cool this week?
Doing good. Thanks for waking me up from my nap while you guys showed all this stuff. I got like nothing. You guys do stuff weekly hauls. I do not get stuff weekly for sure. I did get one thing in today though, which I haven't opened yet. Surprise, surprise. This is the P Bandai Chase. So part of the Dragon Ball figure arts line. This is a P Bandai exclusive. This is part of the Ginyu Force.
It's everybody's favorite Space Australian.
Yeah, yeah. The volleyball playing Space Australian. I don't know what it is with Dragon Ball and like volleyball. They have a bunch of moves that are volleyball. Like Tien does.
You know what they do now that I think about it.
Something.
And then what's Gotenks turned him? Didn't he have like a energy volleyball move?
He does a team up move with Piccolo. Piccolo does the set. So I don't know.
Akira Toriyama was a big fan of Top Gun.
Just that one scene.
Just
So-
one scene.
That one specific scene of Top
You
Gun.
could have done anything else. Like, well, I guess I don't know that many volleyball movies.
Women's volleyball, maybe. Yeah.
No, there's that one movie with oh man, what's that guy's name? Side Out. I'm pretty sure it's like
Is
Side Out. A beach volleyball movie. Anyway, so that's basically what I got. I did open this figure, and I haven't transformed them yet. This is the premium version. I had this figure back in the day. This is the Make Toys Meister. Is that what it's called? Meister? Yeah, Meister. I thought the figure was okay.
Downbeat. The downbeat.
Oh, Downbeat. And then,
yeah.
but after
Is there a kid being tortured?
He's like mute.
Could be my kid.
T-Man, House of
usually I'm in
Horrors.
the same room when you hear that sound, though. Yeah, I had that figure a long time ago. I didn't really love it at the time. I thought it was okay. And then I sold it. And then when they came out with the premium, I was like, I'll pick that up since nothing better has come along. And I'm not one of those people that will just wait years for fans toys.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's really nothing better.
I know you said hi earlier on, but I didn't get a word in edgewise with these guys, so I couldn't say hi back. But I think that's pretty much it. I mean, all the other stuff I got like weeks ago before the new year, or just after the new year. But yeah, I'm also with Partsformer. This guy's awesome. He is my favorite desk toy, just because you can put him in basically any pose that you want. Yeah, that's it for me.
I have one burning question though. Did you pre-order a Model S plaid?
No, no way. This is way out of my price range. You want the Plaid Plus, right? The Pad Plus.
You gotta go. Yeah, it's only
no,
20
there's
grand.
no way.
Right?
I'm not even a car guy at all.
Oh my God, he went to plaid.
I figured, if anyone I know is gonna do it, it would be you.
No way, man. I'd have to be working like twice as many hours or something. I don't know.
Henry doesn't even look at prices when he buys stuff. He just points at it that he wants it.
I don't even do that. I point at my manservant, and he points at stuff I want.
Yeah,
Did y'all see that Michael Jackson interview?
Dave. Oh no, sorry, this way. Hey Dave, go get that for me.
Baron Underbite. He had manservant. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, I did want to shout out Dave, the AEW fan. T-Man just told me about that earlier today. I'm like, oh, he is a man of culture.
Huh?
AEW. You like AEW?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said I like AEW. So
Okay, then you
I know
appreciate
Bob
I know
it.
you're not
Dave.
used to me giving a compliment, but
I
that was
prefer.
I wasn't used to that. Have you seen this show? I am not used to that.
Man, if only I had time to use Reface to do the Step Brothers, did we just become best friends gif?
Yeah,
Just
Honestly, I
visualize
prefer
it right
Barks root beer. I think it tastes a lot better.
but
That was a joke, Dave.
I'm trying to convince. I was trying to convince T to watch the Dustin versus Cody, the Double or Nothing match. I was like,
Dude, that's the match that will turn anybody into a wrestling fan. And the Cassidy versus Pac match.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh,
Where's that at?
huh?
Which show was that on?
That was on a Revolution.
Oh, it was okay. But yeah, I was telling T because he was saying that he was a fan in the 90s and stuff like that. The Rock and Goldust was pretty hot at that time. And I'm like, you wouldn't even recognize. You'd be like, I can't believe this is the same dude. He looks.
Dude, he is in his best shape he's ever been in right now.
And he's doing stuff that you're like, what? How come you couldn't do that at 20? You can do this at 50. What is going on? It makes no sense.
Absolutely.
fat back then.
Mindset. Absolutely. I was crying for Brody Lee.
Brody Lee, yeah. But I'm obviously a big Kenny Omega fan. I was trying to get T to watch some of that stuff too. But
oh god,
this guy over here.
We'll talk some time about that. But it's the Kenny stuff is so good right now. And Kenta showed up this week.
Yeah, Ibushi, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, not Ibushi. If Ibushi showed up, oh my god, you'd hear me screaming all the way to Canada.
Oh. Fist pound? No. Wonder Twin?
Now you're merging fists.
Wonder Twin. All right, so do we actually do
How you doing?
news? Do we have topics?
I am doing pretty good. Like Matt, I have a birthday this week. My birthday is actually tomorrow. So depending on how late the show, we shouldn't get till midnight. But yeah. So my birthday is tomorrow. So I'm taking tomorrow off. We're gonna go see a movie. Gonna go get dinner. Should be a good time. This week I got a few cool things. I was hoping to, like I said earlier, I was hoping to get Smokey today, but post office going to post office, so he should be here tomorrow. But it'll be nice. I'll have a new Fans Toys figure on my birthday, and I'll be able to add one more. I'll be one shy of having a complete team of Stunticon robots. As for regular retail stuff, Sony TM reviews. I saw your reviews on the Headmasters, and I'm kind of weak. I ended up seeing these at Walmart and picking them up, and damn, their paint is really nice. The tolerances are nice. It started off with Chrome Dome, and when I got Chrome Dome, I was like, wow, this plastic is way nicer than what was on the Titans Return figures. And then I ended up picking up the whole set, and the paint and the plastic is just so much better on those Walmart releases. And I had to save the box.
That last week that you were going to do that?
Yes, you did. So where's your do we still have this? Dave was right in here. I don't know if you find it. Here's the closest one I could find to Dave was right.
I can't imagine we would ever use it again, so we probably deleted
it. I got this in from Hanny over at actually no, this was I got this over from Agabus. This is the Trans Arts. I think he's Jungle Commander Leopard or something crazy, but it's Transmetal Cheetor in a masterpiece scale. And I really like Skateboard Gorilla. Skateboard Gorilla felt like a Black Mamba upscaled KO, but this is definitely, while this uses some of the engineering from the original Deluxe, it is really essentially a brand new figure. The articulation on this thing is really, really good. Like They actually gave him side to side, forward and back ab crunch, and they developed this very interesting rib system on him. I don't know how well I can show it off. Let me see.
For
I
Black
popped it out.
Arachnia's pleasure.
For Black Arachnia's pleasure, yeah. But yeah, so in here there's like these collapsible pieces, kind of like a collapsible dish almost. So like as you rotate them, it doesn't break the sculpt. It's actually really cool. I mean, it will pop out if you're not careful. It's designed to do so for the transformation, but it makes getting him into some poses look very, very natural.
I just thought it was funny. You said it doesn't break the sculpt, and then like
it breaks immediately.
It was like that breaks the sculpt a lot.
Yeah. Of course, it happens while on camera, but it's very easy to plug back in. And like I said, you have to do it for the transformation. And of course, he's designed to actually do the blaster mode from the show. Oh yeah, also this tailpiece is like a bendum. So it's actually a very, very bendy, flexible piece. So you can actually utilize it as a whip, and it's durable enough that it doesn't sag, which is awesome. But yeah, you can actually get the whole blaster effect from the show. He's got a full on system here where he can do that. He's got an articulated jaw. The bottom legs are all die cast and ratcheted in and out. Great figure. If you like Beast Wars, if you like Transmetals, I think he's absolutely great, especially at the price he's at. And then the Ravage should be out very, very soon. I know tomorrow is actually Lunar New Year, so Chinese New Year, depending. So we'll probably be going through a drought of figures, but good one to pick up. And last but not least, thanks to my very lovely girlfriend, I got this just before the show. Got my early birthday gift. I haven't had a chance to transform him yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I've heard nothing but good things about this figure, so I'm very much looking forward to messing with my Optus Texas all day tomorrow. And I did get this one from Toy Dojo, and I got both sets of guns. I thought that was a Planet Steel Express pre-order bonus, so I'm happy to have both of them. I actually like the gray guns a little bit better than the black guns, so very happy to have that. And yep, oh, I didn't drop a Matrix handle. I saw that. I saw your minor heart attack moment there, Paik, in your review. So,
what is with the February birthdays? My birthday's coming up on Monday. So
damn. Yeah.
All the nerds were born in February, except me. I'm in March.
Yeah,
I was January. You guys just completely missed mine.
All right, we're
March.
living in the past.
All right. Well, let's get into we'll get the one little bit of official news out of the way
real quick before you do that.
All right.
This is just what I meant to say. I had my microphone muted. I didn't realize. But this figure comes in this box. I need all other companies to see this. You don't need a giant fucking box to house your figure. This is all you need. Like, I know he doesn't come with that many accessories, but come on, guys. Like, this is amazing. This is what they should all be.
I say
if you're fans toys, you need a big box because people don't like transforming.
MMC typically does that. Well, most of their transformations do, and their alt modes are nice and compact and dense, and they can put them in a small box.
Well, this
like
yeah, tiny.
Yeah, MMC boxes are always really small.
Yeah, MMC boxes are probably some of my favorite to get. I also really like when I got the New Age Mista, that box was tiny. Like when you get that thing into robot mode, it really just
exact opposite of Make Toys.
Yeah,
Make Toys has gigantic boxes.
And like Tech Chucker says, Mezco.
Yeah,
yeah.
I will say KFC or X-Transbots, they do also have very small boxes.
Well, KFC has that really cool $5 box. I don't know if you get that. It's really good.
I prefer the Taco Bell $5 box.
Yeah.
That bacon.
Quality control is better on the Taco Bell one. I assure you.
Yeah, side effects may vary. So let's get into this one real quick. So we don't have too much to talk about other than a very, very blurry image. This is a figure. I don't know. I think a few of us might be excited for. It looks like we are getting a movie masterpiece, Bumblebee movie, Optimus Prime. I never bid on the Toy World one just because it was not in a traditional masterpiece scale. I have the 3A or 3.0, whatever the hell you want to call it. I couldn't wrap my head around spending the money on something that was the same size as that, and was a nightmare to transform and or not triple the price.
Well, I never got the Toy World one because COVID, but this one, do we know a price on this yet? Because it might be like $400.
Nah, the movie masterpiece stuff. It's
not going to have a trailer, so right?
No, it's not going to have a trailer. The movie masterpiece stuff is typically Hasbro China, and they tend to lack in paint apps, but be priced pretty affordably.
What is going on with the smokestacks?
What's that, Dave?
And you'll probably find it at Target.
Yeah, you'll probably find it at Target. Those are actually movie accurate smokestacks.
Really?
Yeah, they come up and go to a right angle. I think the blurriness of the picture makes it look like they're like.
It just looks like he needs a little blue pill.
It does.
Yeah.
Bumblebee.
I don't know if Bumblebee can help him out with that or not. Yeah. I mean, they are robots, but
I need you to run Autobot City. I'm out of blue energon.
Tell Lisa One to take her chest plate off in front of Teletron. I shall interface. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we get into news, you know what we forgot to do?
Well, Deluxe says he thinks this is fake.
I don't know. It's so hard to say whether or not this movie masterpiece stuff is fake because it really is fly by night. Like we had the picture of Ratchet that was fake, and then we got Starscream right after, and then boom, both Starscream and Ratchet hit. We do have toy shows coming up, albeit virtual, very, very soon. What's the next one that's coming up?
I'm gonna go real. I want it to be real. So
yeah, I'm thinking it's real. We have WonderCon coming up. I believe there is a virtual toy fair that's coming up in the next few weeks. Let me pull up that date.
Yeah, I think Hasbro is probably enjoying the fact they don't have to pack all that stuff up, set the thing. They do their Hasbro Pulse Con. The guys don't have to leave their room. Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Except the fan.
I don't know. They ship everything to somebody's house now.
Basically.
Then you put your order on Hasbro Pulse. You wait for it, and then you get an email right before it shows up saying it's going to show up 2 months later. Goddamn Zartan, never going to show up.
If the boxes move by themselves, that'll be awesome.
What the hell is going on?
I was just highlighting the fact that Joe got up and moved. We needed to do. We actually skipped over the hoodie giveaway. Wonderfest is canceled in person, but it is happening virtually from when I see. Bootsy says problem with the NPM stuff is inevitably KOs will come out with much better paint apps. And that's the irony of it, right? Because like the NPM line, I like to support it because I think they're priced right, especially compared to what Takara charges for their masterpiece stuff. But the funny irony is that like when the KO movie masterpiece stuff comes out, yeah, it's painted way better, and it comes out even cheaper.
Yeah, that's the trade-off with Hasbro. Like they'll release it here for a good price, but no paint. Or the back of the arm isn't painted for some goofy reason.
Like Ben's Collectibles just showed off that knockoff movie masterpiece Ratchet, and I was like, damn, that's like a night and day difference.
Did it transform well?
Yeah. And they fixed the issue with the now granted I fixed the issue with the windshield. I just put a little bit of Future 4 polish. No, I put Kiki on there, and after I put a couple dabs of Kiki, it doesn't come off at all. But
Kiki.
Joe, are we ready to give away that hoodie? Because
Let's do it.
I completely forgot going out of the house everybody doing. So let's see who won that hoodie. We're gonna do a we're not gonna do a one spin one win. We are gonna do a wheel of death.
How many people you got on here that you can do a wheel
Someone
of death?
say death.
Yeah, apparently not too many people wanted hoodies. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Add my name. So we can have
like
one.
12, 13. Looks like I can't count. So
I feel like I should be on there even though I'm a guest.
Nah,
What?
you're
How can they be on
disqualified.
there and I'm not on there? That's messed up.
but did you go into the video for the giveaway and do hashtag Fab Shop?
No.
Oh.
You gotta do the thing, man. You gotta.
Boom, 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 boom.
he didn't want to have to do all that hard work.
Yeah.
If you rung that notification bell, you would have known. You could have gone to the hoodie giveaway video.
He's too busy live streaming, man.
No, I get enough swag shirts from Toy Dojo.
Oh, we see how it is.
I actually do want one of those FAP shirts, so I might have to get one of those.
I think when TFCon rolls around, we'll have to get, we'll have to use some of the stonk money.
Get some
Get
handouts.
some made. Yeah.
Handouts or charge them up front?
Yeah.
Right there.
Handouts. You get the bill, man. You're a big YouTuber. Come on.
Actually, wait, Andrew. Andrew, I did not see you on that. Let me make sure. Let me go back to the giveaway
Oh,
video.
we're checking the receipts.
Let's check the receipts.
Did he just know that? Check the time.
Let me check. I just got like a YouTube Studio alert. So let's see. Let me go on here.
Ooh. Anybody else?
All right.
No, no more.
All right. T-Fan page got in. So put T-Fan page in there. And we'll throw Andrew in there. Andrew, I didn't see you on there, but you are a loyal viewer, you and your fiance, so we will throw you in there. Jonathan Walker, you should be in
so
there.
He gets a pass, but
So here we go.
I will
We're
say
opening
this.
up the
Hold on.
floodgates.
Yeah.
Hold on.
that's a
Andrew
slippery
wins.
slope
Jonathan
there.
Walker, you were in there. You were right under no effort random.
If Andrew wins, I want a picture of his fiance wearing just the hoodie.
Whoa, Dave.
Damn, that's
And I
kind
can't-
of floated over that line.
Yeah, wow.
I hope Meg's
No, we
on.
just,
You can get your
we
ass
just
kicked.
we lost a subscriber.
Where do I file a complaint with HR?
I am HR.
All right. Is there anyone else we're throwing in here last minute?
Okay, we'll throw Alexander in there just to be cool.
Alexander?
Yeah.
We're just taking the rules and just throwing them out the window, man.
Well, it's just like any other podcast. We just make this shit up as we go.
As we go, right?
Yeah. All right. We good?
No, but
I-
go ahead.
I think we're good. Deluxe can buy. Deluxe has so many Realm of Collector shirts. He should just buy a figure action shirt at this point.
And is this set up as a elimination?
And Joe and I have Deluxe
That was a
Baldwin.
joke, by the way.
shirts.
There we go.
No, that was a joke.
Do 2-second spins.
Yeah, 2-second spins.
All right. We should be good now.
No whammies, no whammies.
All right. Here we go. First spin.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry, Winston.
Dun, 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 dun.
I feel like
No Johnny Walker at this bar.
Winston's like one of the people who probably just end up like
hero.
going to a meetup and be like, Winston, here's your TF, here's your figure action shirt.
I'm not going to harp on this joke. I ain't gonna make a joke about the mafia. They'll kill me. Oh man, he kind of. I wouldn't mind him winning.
Say well, Nightwing he got the ultimate perk. He has the Dave head.
That is true.
Yes.
Wait, that didn't sound right.
That's how it comes.
He got some Dave head.
Jose Cortez also has the wall Joe. Just as I mentioned him.
And he's not going to get a hoodie.
Yeah, that happened last
Unfortunately,
time. Every name we mentioned, they got.
Hey, Andrew, we threw you in there, and then
I kind of wanted him. I'm just saying. I was pulling for you, Andrew. So I didn't say your name.
Favoritism, Jesus
How did
Christ.
Nate's Toys and Collectibles get on there?
Because he commented hashtag Fab Shop.
We can't have our affiliates.
Deluxe says, "Damn, why you gotta put me out like that? Because support us."
All right, we're down to the final three. And it's
Oh my
down
gosh.
to Hot
Is Alexander
Cheetos fingers and Alexander. I'm going to go out on a limb right now, and I'm going to say it's going to be Hot Cheetos fingers.
I hope so too.
It's going to be.
He was
Otherwise-
actually
otherwise
the
this shit is
first
rigged.
the first entry.
Oh, let's see.
Uh-oh.
Yep, look at
You
that.
guys cursed him. You guys
Right.
cursed it's all your fault.
Every time I
Really?
say, like, if there's a guarantee that comes out of my mouth,
Yeah.
it's not really a guarantee. I don't know.
Hot Cheeto, he's supposed to be on Instagram, just so you know.
Alexander.
Alexander, reach out to us through Instagram or Facebook and let us know what size hoodie, what design hoodie you want. That is on the Teespring shop. If you don't have the link, that is teespring.com. And I believe it's in the description of the show.
Can he ask for a custom hoodie? Can we get a Dave hoodie made?
Yeah,
Go
you
ahead.
could if it's offered.
And
I swear,
Alexander,
I
screw
would've
these
been
guys.
nuts
I'm
with
glad you
TFCon.
won.
See all the Dave masks.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you can also get 7 Dave masks in exchange for the hoodie. So, but yeah, seriously, let me know what size, what design, where to ship to. We'll hook you up through Teespring, and we'll get that out this weekend. So let's get back to discussion. So Unicron, Hasbro Pulse is they're moving forward. The HasLab Unicron is supposed to be shipping out any day now to the backers. Folks over in Asian territories have been able to get the Unicron, but all is not well. So a lot of people are saying that they have been Uniconned. Get it? Where's the boo this man?
Move this man!
So there's a bunch of issues with the Unicron, and Paik, I'm glad you're here because there's a lot to talk about in regards to official and third party and high price points. So I'm glad to have you in on this discussion. So let's get into it. Let's start off with the mall of Unicron. Yeah, so here's, all throughout this project, we were told that they were striving for accuracy and that they were trying to make this, while not perfectly accurate to the 86 movie, as close as they possibly could. And this is the first change that a lot of people noticed, that they used the blue plastic that's on the outermost shell of the figure. That's probably the most prominent plastic in the figure inside the mouth. And it's pretty noticeable.
Why would they make this change though? Because it doesn't seem like it would. It's not like they were painting it. It's just blue plastic or orange plastic.
It doesn't even
And
seem
they
like
s-
cost-saving production.
No, it seems like they probably just wanted to use one less plastic tree.
No, they showed them hand painting the orange plastic. Like the paint on the head was like hand painted. So I don't know why they didn't just grab that and go.
Right.
Well,
while they
maybe
were at it.
maybe the teeth are painted, but the orange around the ring that does not look painted.
And that's what confuses me about this, is that they made such a big deal in that production video about hand painting and meticulous, and I'm like, well then, what happened? I don't.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, T-Pan
For me-
says someone claimed Hasbro lied with older stock images. Probably doesn't realize how toy production actually works. But still, like Sportimus says here, they could have painted it. This isn't like a $200 figure. This is a $600 figure.
Mm-hmm.
And a once in a, so do they say, a once in a lifetime thing. So
Right.
they had one chance. And I think too, like this would be a case of, you already have their money, and they already have the backers' money. Be transparent. At least be like, here's some updates. Here's what the new thing. Here's what it looks like now.
I mean, there's a couple things that, this is a glaring one, but they made a few running changes that I'm like, oh god.
Yeah,
Kinda glad
because we'll get into more of those, like the
They
jaw
got
and
our
the hands.
money already.
Yeah.
Right.
To
That's
me,
what I'm saying.
When the teeth are open like that, I'm not bugged. But when it's shut, that's when it looks weird to me.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my Sentinel is like, oh, we got more money. Here, we'll give you more stuff.
Well, yeah, I
We don't know
I
yet.
do want to talk about the future of that. and don't get me wrong, like I back this project. I'm excited to get mine, but it's the lack of transparency. And so, like Henry, when I've seen before, where like you've got stuff from MMC in particular, and they've listened to feedback and made changes, and they were completely transparent. It kind of seems crazy to me that for a project like this, a Kickstarter project where they already had everybody's money, that they would go and do the opposite and make changes that I guess they kind of know fans wouldn't take kindly to. I mean, what?
I think you said it right. They got your money. What are you going to do now about it? Whatever. They don't care. You clearly hold Hasbro in a much higher much higher standard than I do. I mean, you guys are already complaining about the MPM figures and their lack of paint and jankiness. You think they're going to change their tune here? I'm not that hurt about it, but I'm not that shocked about it either. I'm not gonna lie.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, because we can get into what someone already has this figure and they started taking it apart. All behind it is orange plastic. So we've heard people say, well, maybe it's a durability issue, but this is the piece that houses all the gears that turn the gimmick, and then you get into that blue plastic itself, and it's like, well, seriously, like, why could this not have been orange? Like, this legitimately makes no sense. Like, if you're gonna make a piece of plastic, like, we'll go back to it here, right? If this was a cost saving measure, why not make this piece blue and make this piece orange?
Yep.
This just seems like maybe it was a mix up. Now that I think about it.
I mean, I think it's probably just kind of a production thing, right? I don't know why. My question is, they probably should have planned this better when they were doing the molding, right? Like, they're probably part of the same. They should have put all the orange pieces on the same mold. I don't know why they couldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Seems like an oddball. I mean, from the previous picture, it does look like most of that's a single piece, which means they would have to either paint it blue or paint some part of it blue and some part of it orange. So they would have to paint it, it looks like to me.
Yeah, because they could have just done, because this is the piece that you actually see in the jaw. Like, so here, this is the back side. Like, this is the piece from the back. And then this is the piece that's behind it.
But the square part of it isn't seen. The square part of it's covered up.
Right.
On the outside, so it could have been orange.
Yeah, they could have just hit that with a spray paint.
Or just molded it in orange. It wouldn't have affected the...
No, I mean, for me, what it looks like, that whole... Because you can see in the middle picture...
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. They would have to mask off and paint.
The square goes all the way out to the outer ring. Gotcha. I didn't realize it was that big.
Paint part of it orange or part of it blue, and they were just probably like, F it. No one will care.
Yeah. Well,
unfortunately, ExtraZero saw it.
I mean,
it's not just me. It's a lot of people. We'll move into other cost-cutting measures, because one of the things that people first saw, and again, I can pull up another photo here. So there was GeekCulture.com did an unboxing of the Unicron, and one of the things that a lot of people saw. Here, we'll allow it. Okay, so I think they've put the screw hole covers in, but in some of the photos, I mean, we'll go ahead and we'll show this here. In the initial photos, all the teeth were painted, and the final release product, the top row of teeth are painted because it's a separate piece, but the bottom row of teeth are not painted. And that's for the gimmick where the face comes off. Now, admittedly, this is a cool gimmick with you can take the faceplate off, you can see the face, but it's kind of unnecessary, especially if, again, you have a $600 figure and you're not painting any of this detail. Like, that could have had like a silver wash over it. And, it's just, it bothers me too how many people simp for Hasbro and are just like, oh, you can paint it yourself. You should.
Shouldn't have to.
You know what? I never even thought about that.
But you know what? If you are going to paint it yourself, I actually happen to have this right here. This acrylic silver paint right here perfectly matches every Transformer that has silver on it that I've ever used it, and it's
Artist
a
love.
dead match.
Yeah, you get that at Michael's. That's some good stuff. I just, I don't know. Like, what? My question is, if they did this on a Star Wars Kickstarter, can you imagine like the rage?
Oh, they're gonna have raids with Transformers fans.
Yeah.
We're nuts.
Additionally, like there's unpainted details on the hands. Like I think there's a lot of, hey, we just molded this, we just gang molded pieces because we wanted to be cheap.
Well, that little Galvatron was a lot more detailed in the initial picture.
Let's talk about that one right now, because here we go. Shit. There we go. Yeah, so Figure King magazine first showed that off in January 2020. The teeny tiny Galvatron, and actually no, October 2019 was when we first got a glimpse of it. It was heavily based off of the Titans Return Galvatron. Then in December 2019, we got a picture of it. And look, they painted the cannon, they painted the legs, they painted the face. Figure King magazine's January 2020 issue showed an updated render. Also showed at New York Comic Con 2019. And then
That can't be real.
that is real.
That can't be.
That is real.
That is as much of a joke as I've ever seen.
I will prove that it's real because
That looks like my kids made that shit.
Yeah, here we go. That is it right there.
Someone has to be playing a cruel joke.
I mean, I know that's a little nitpicking, but
that's terrible. If they were making a line of Transformers gummy bears, that would be perfect. I would not complain about that one bit.
That's kind of funny. That this is like gummy bear sculpting.
Yes.
I cannot wait.
Haribo does a better job of sculpting than that.
I cannot wait for my comments to just be flooded with.
That looks just like a Sour Patch Kid or something.
I mean,
terrible.
You could 3D print something better than that.
Oh, absolutely.
It shouldn't be like that for 600. It shouldn't be like that for 600.
That's the thing that's bugging the shit out of me is you have so many people simping and they're like, well, DNA Designs will fix that blue plastic and then you'll do better minifigures. Like the Centurion figure. Now, granted, we got that thing for $20 and I think it was still priced right at 30. That little teeny tiny Optimus Prime, which I'm sure is going to be about that size, that actually has decent sculpting.
Mm-hmm.
So again, why is the $600 figure getting a Haribo sculpt?
I think that's if you probably heated that paint off of it, it might be a good figure underneath.
No, it's not the paint. There's no way the paint is hot.
It doesn't even look like the same mold.
That looks like looks like somebody left the mold out in the sun for a week and then they started pouring the plastic in.
They forgot to take out the dead space, and they left it in the oven too long.
It looks like Optibotamus digested the figure and sent it to people. Hey guys,
he's doing the show next week.
Oh Jesus, that'd be fun.
Did Katie come down and distract Matt? Where'd he go?
It is his birthday.
No, his birthday was 2 days ago.
It was 2 days.
It's his birthday week.
Well, it's birthday week, yeah. So it's every day.
He's got Valentine's Day coming up.
Yeah, I think that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the next?
So, I like that. I like how that's like T's thing here is what's wrong with it next. And last but not least, I talked about the hands a little bit. So, see if I can find a good picture of the inners of the hands.
I just hope my Sentinel comes out looking a lot better than that.
And well, that's where I wanted to poise the discussion next. So, like, boom, here's the HasLab site. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. You know, again, right off the cuff, you can see the whole inside of the face is painted. You know, if you can we zoom in on here? Yeah, you can see the hands are fully painted. Do they show the innards of the face? I don't think they do on this.
You know what? Nowhere they'll be protected. Like somewhere in that writing on the side, it says final product will vary.
Let's check
Card
today.
is subject to change.
Yes, it does say that somewhere. That's how they're gonna win.
They
I
always
can't get over
they
that.
always do
Look
it.
at that, the Galvatron.
Do they say anything on here? Let's do a Control F.
My
Change
main
the
issue with
chins.
it, besides the kibble, was the eyes gimmick. I was like, why do they have those eyes if they don't light up? You can't even see.
I bet you it
Yeah.
says final product may vary or something like that.
You know, I just looked up change. Let's look up vary. Varying appearance. Okay. Those are the only two.
Type in final product.
The final
The
product
final
is your
product
final
is your
model. Well, this is conclusive, guys. This is
very
a con
conclusive.
job.
So
It's a Decepticon job.
I've still got more to go with this. So, you know, again, if we go in, there is a video on Hasbro Pulse showing the production, which it's not a good look because it totally looks like a sweatshop. Not, you know.
They ain't social distancing.
Yeah. But as we, are there pictures of the hands? Basically, the hands are unpainted on the inside. They're unpainted blue. But look, there's a lot of folks on TFW right now that are writing customer care at Hasbro.com. And I think it's important that people do. And I have a really good example. You know, somebody on TFW was quick to point this out. You guys remember the Walgreens exclusive White Ranger? That was a $20 figure.
Yeah, it's still. I never did get the replacement face for mine.
Yeah, $20 figure, and they replaced the face mask. They made it right. Bug the shit out of Hasbro. If you're a backer, I'm going to tell you right now. Email customer care at Hasbro.com.
Send me silver paint.
Not even send silver paint. They should send the right parts. They should send a correctly colored maul. They should send a correctly colored, you know, a head with the painted teeth. That should not be on the customer to paint those pieces themselves. Should
Galvatron should be easy enough to send.
And a brand new Galvatron. Galvatron, and you know, it's funny. I haven't even seen any up close pictures of Rodimus. So hell, that thing could just be a Raspberry Haribo that they slipped in there. They probably just mixed it in with some resin, called it a day. Sportive says it's too late to fix it now. Hasbro can't or won't send out parts for something that's complex. I tell you, if enough people harp on them and say, "Hey, we're backers," because like what does this do? Like I back this. Am I going to be willing to back another thing that they put out? Because
yes,
no.
It's like, you know, expecting a fully articulated Spawn coming out and you're getting some with a fixed torso. Wait, hold on, damn it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. Is like that Spawn. Like the moment I get it, I'm putting that thing right on eBay. I've got my Mortal Kombat Spawn.
But that's why they're at the end of the day they're not going to care, because they're going to say, so you don't want this Unicron because it doesn't have this, this, and this, and you're going to sell it to somebody that's going to pay for it, and you're going to make money doing it.
Yeah.
And in a year, when they come out with a new HasLab, you're probably still going to back it.
Yeah,
You might not,
like
but most
exclusive.
likely the masses will still back it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of a realist. I mean, I'm sure it is going to move the needle, but it's not going to register for them, especially on something like this. Like, just as many people who are probably complaining that are backers, I see posts every day saying, "Want to buy Unicron? Want to buy Unicron?"
Oh yeah, there's plenty of people that have fear of missing out.
Like, I don't think it's going to move the needle too much. I'm actually surprised that they actually did this. This is actually a pretty good example of, so I don't think it hurts to do it. I just don't think you should get your hopes up on it. I think it's good to fight the fight, but don't get your hopes up. And honestly, I don't think any of these things for me will make or break my experience with the figure, other than being like, oh, well, that kind of sucks, right? Like, but I'm not going to be like, I'm never going to buy from Hasbro again, or I'm never going to.
Well, it's not that I'm never going to buy from Hasbro again. I think it's just like with HasLab, like if they were to come out with a Primus, I think it would be a much more cautious backing, because it's like the stuff they promise as far as like, oh, hey, look, here's all this detail we're going to have on Cybertron, and then they don't paint in the city detail, or
That's the thing is, so you're gambling at that point, because let's say they do, and you're gonna say, well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna wait, and then let's say they show all these final production images and they look freaking awesome. Then you didn't get in early. Now you're gonna pay double the price on the aftermarket.
No. Me, once I miss out, I miss out.
Yeah, everyone's gonna just back it up front and then decide later if they're gonna keep it or sell it. But this is what part of the reason why I don't like the whole backing the crowdsource thing. It's just, I would rather them say, or do it like Make Toys did, but it took them so goddamn long to do it. Like, and show some pictures of stuff and say, this is where we're at in the production, and then let people say, oh, that yellow sucks, and you got to change it to a different yellow. Then they ask, do you want it this yellow or do you want it that yellow? I'm talking about the Sunstorm. Yeah. If they would have been maybe a little bit more transparent with this production process of saying, okay, here's our final design, we haven't started production yet, and kind of let people comment on it. And I'm not saying you should let the mass or like the few loud people dictate where you're going in production, but it is a chance for, at least if everyone is unanimous saying that tiny Galvatron sucks and that should be orange instead of blue, like, then you can correct it.
And I think the bulk of people would have preferred to because there weren't that many bonuses on this project either. Like, it was, you got comics, and you got the ship and the stand for the head and everything. I think a lot of people would have just liked the attention being put into Unicron himself and the stand rather than anything extra.
The screw hole covers was a shock to me. I didn't know we were getting that.
Like, and again, that was another one where I saw people like going and kind of simping for Hasbro and going like, oh, well, there's a chance they could come loose in shipping. What if you need to tighten a screw yourself? I'm like, bull fucking shit. On a $600 figure, you shouldn't have to be tightening any screws. This thing should go through, for the cost of it, it should be going through a very rigorous QC test. Not like, hey, we slapped a sticker on it saying we QC tested it. No, an actual QC test.
That, and it's been so long. Like, they showed us all this stuff and it took forever to come up.
Yeah, they had a fully functional prototype before the Kickstarter even kicked off.
Well, just be glad. I mean, if this is what they did with the $600 Unicron, imagine what would have happened with Cookie Monster.
Well, let me also play devil's advocate here. So, what about the worldview that we should maybe consider, right? Like, COVID, that probably impacted them, right? It had to. Not so maybe they just had less workers that they could actually do it to meet that timeline. Would you have? I mean,
I would subscribe to that if it weren't for Studio Cell Unicron and the stuff that third party does with extremely limited factories.
This doesn't seem like that would, like, the blue versus orange thing. I agree with Zero. I think there is a pencil pusher somewhere that said, oh wow, we could save so many cents per whatever pounds of injection molded plastic if we change this to this, or it would be this much faster to assemble because we won't have to paint it, and it'll save us this many whatever per unit. And the Galvatron thing, that's definitely not like, a manpower issue unless they were just looking at the fact that they would have to paint it. But even if they would have just made it a better sculpt and didn't paint it, we probably wouldn't be complaining as much. We would be like, oh, they should have painted that. But it looks so freaking horrible that the paint isn't even the issue. It's the whole entire thing. Its entire existence is the issue.
Like Studio Cell, to go back to that too, that figure came out against all odds. They had legal ramifications looming on them through Hasbro, and they had to rebrand themselves. They had to release the figure in a way that it wouldn't stick out on the shelves in Asian markets. Then after COVID hit, they had to adjust their prices. I mean, when that figure came out, I got mine through Nate for I think like $175, and now I see a thing selling for close to $500. But
I mean,
yeah,
my big thing is, 30 mentioned over in the comments about giving a multi-billion-dollar company capital up front for building something. I don't have a problem with that, because the fact is, I mean, I work in an industry of high-end product where we do a lot of custom orders. So the concept is, I mean, my mindset is for something that's being kickstarted through is, this is a custom order that's not going mainstream. This is not going to the shelves. This is not going to Target that'll be fighting for some scalper online for. I am paying money up front for this to be made for me. That being said, when Hasbro planned out what their Unicron is supposed to be, what it was supposed to cost, they knew what their profit margin was to make that goal. That was the whole idea with the Kickstarter. We sell a certain number of units for a certain number of price to get a certain amount of profit. I'm cool with that. But the fact is now, you guys gave them their certain amount of money for their certain amount of units to make their certain amount of profit. They then changed their side of the deal. Now, Henry, you were talking about COVID hitting, things like that. I get that, but one of the biggest things is communication is the biggest thing. Freight, shipping, whatever, put a note. It's going to be delayed. To cut costs, cut labor. There's other ways you could have cut cost than cutting the bottom line product. Because when it's all said and done, like I deal with this with the furniture I sell. I sell on what I mean. I'm not saying the things I sell. I sell a $8,000 outdoor furniture set because that person wants that metal, that fabric, that button, whatever. And when it's all said and done, that's what they want. And yes, sometimes it gets delayed 2, 4, 6 weeks. COVID, I'm having material shortages. I've told customers I can cancel no penalty because I can't get the material. No, that's what they want, so they're willing to wait for it. I think you guys paid for that. I feel for you on that, and you're not getting what you paid for, whether it be, 5% here, 5% there. Yeah, Hasbro kind of did their change in that.
And Todd, he told us that they changed the articulation in the waist on that Spawn figure.
Well,
they didn't tell us anything.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that most people should be. I think that's what most people should be upset about, right? The communication of it all. Because if we could at least get some insight, I think most people are very understanding, right?
Yeah.
Reasonable. If they gave us something as opposed to just saying, here, this is what you get, I think that would have been a much better way to handle it, and it would have been a much easier way to handle a potential PR nightmare.
They could have just put it they could have waited for like 6 months, put all that backer money into Bitcoin, make a shit ton of money, and then make the damn thing.
Well, I mean, okay, shipping Nate just put in the comments, shipping. At the bottom of the ocean right now, there are about 100 containers filled with electronics, fireplace parts for my business, bunch of Bandai action figures, a bunch of Gokus at the bottom of the ocean, believe it or not.
Is it worth diving down there to get that shit? Like,
Yeah,
freaking
No,
nerd?
they're
way.
horrible right now.
I think we should mount an expedition. We should do it. It can't
No,
be
they,
that expensive.
the Bandai, the P Bandai, they said they found them. That they're going to end up in the ocean. Thankfully.
But what I'm
Oh,
just saying
good.
is, though, and there is a whole freight nightmare going on in California right now. They do not have enough dock workers to unload the containers.
But it's been like that for several years too.
No,
The
but
strike?
it's been officially, it's been compounded now. There are currently boats that are in holding patterns trying to get to the harbor to unload their containers. And over in China, they're having a shortage of actual containers because usually by now the boats go back with the containers that we've unloaded. They have not had to manufacture containers actually for years.
Yeah, I heard freight costs for containers from like Japan have gone up 1.5 to 2.5 per container.
Again, this is my
Because of the ones that fell off the boat.
No, not because
they're tied up.
unload them.
Okay.
It's like the backlog with my box, my container, my stuff here. I'm getting stuff. I'm still buying figures, and I've just got a backlog going through.
So do you guys remember that, like, back in the day, there was like a documentary about like the dude that found the Titanic, and they were like in the little submersible, and when they finally found it, and it was like, like they lit it up, and it was like, yay! That could be us. That we could be them on the bottom of the ocean floor, looking around and be like, "Yay, we found Transformers! Woo!"
I don't know. On Uncharted, every time Drake finds something, some people show up with machine guns.
Well, we gotta, we'll have to arm ourselves because of the pirates.
Yeah, maybe you can bankroll that. I definitely can't bankroll that.
We'll all hit up Walmart. We'll get we'll get some batarangs. We'll be good to go.
Yes, if all 36 of our viewers right now would just donate like a few Bitcoin, then we can fund this operation. We're good to go.
Because batarangs will do so well in the ocean, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or harpoon guns.
Yeah.
Off topic. Did this guy come with an alternative head?
No, so the one
I got my alt head.
Yeah, mine did.
the overseas release version, like the stateside ones, they got the guns, and then the Asia version got the alternate head.
I got both the guns and the head.
You got both the guns and the head?
Yes, sir. I got the alternate head right here.
I didn't get both.
I got mine.
Bullshit.
I got the one that I didn't realize that I ordered from, what did I say? Chosen Prime? Or Play Steel? And
There's
it
the other
came with
head.
the guns and the head.
Oh,
Which
man,
one
no.
did Sony get?
Just the guns.
PlayStation.
Now it should be noted the alternate head's nothing special. So the original design of the figure had an elongated face because of the design in the comics, which there was some backlash to. So they said, okay, we'll redesign the head a little bit and release that on the figure, and then give you that original head design. So it's not like it's missing a faceplate or battle damaged or anything like that. It's slightly different. So it's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
I want it. Give it to me.
Oh man,
I'm
I've
an
heard that.
ASLab backer. I demand everything.
Although technically, you could probably ask Eddie, and he could probably be like, "Hey."
Well, I should technically just ask MMC and be like, "What the f, man?"
And they'll be like, "Who is this?"
I pimp your stuff.
I'll be like, "Dude, you better send me
Look, here's the alternate head. It's very much the same head except with a little bit longer faceplate.
I think
I don't like it.
It's different.
I think this one is the original head.
The alternate one that packed in is the original head. Yeah.
Which one is Nate getting?
I don't know. Nate will have to answer that in the questions.
All Nates are at the bottom of the ocean, man. Come on.
Oh, don't do it. Well, I'm gonna have to go with Sony. Sony is gonna be selling his after he reviews it.
I
I
thought
don't
you were
know
buying
why.
Joe's extra one.
That figure's so good.
Yeah, this is basically like an
Not if
astrobot.
it's in the ocean.
Oh, you know what? Now that I have this, I can do what nobody did. He is way bigger than an astrobot, and they are way different hands.
Oh, that's what Dave's been waiting to see.
Yes,
The
actually.
Astrobot hands are better.
Yes, but
Yes.
these are very close.
The
close,
Astrobot
but-
hands in my book are a little bit more fumbly. They're a little bit clumsy, where these hands are a little bit more elegant, I think.
But the Astrobot hands,
Ooh.
as far as like doing the crazy extreme poses, is like holding weight on the hands are better than the
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
these aren't tensioned to hold much weight or
Yes.
to really grasp anything that's not pegged into his hand.
And when I say hand too, I include the wrist. The Astrobot's wrist is much better.
I'll give you that.
You got a new subscriber, Trustarscreamer.
I
That
do?
means you got to upload a video. JJ Prime reviews.
Oh yeah, he did. Right.
Now, what I will probably do tomorrow is break out my Make Toys Striker Manus and have these guys kind of have a dance off. So
You know, that
Dance off. Where's my?
That would
dear-
be
Where's the Dear Elba when I need him?
Idris Elba.
Whatever.
The Dearest Elba. I'm just saving you from somebody going, it's not a Dearest.
Well, it's like the whole Dogecoin, doggy coin. You know,
Yeah.
it's like tomato.
All right. So on Unicron, I think
Paik's like,
we've,
what the fuck did I get myself into?
no, he's ready to bail.
I think we've beat the dead horse.
Oh,
enough.
we're at his time limit right now.
Well, we got a whole nother hour to go,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, let's get into our next little bit since we got the Unicron discussion out of the way. Fans Hobby. This is a bit better news. Now, I love me some Fans Hobby. I've actually got the Armada Prime coming from Toys and Collectibles very, very soon. I know Pia just got that in hand, and
But it's breaking. It's busting. It's cracking.
and you know that's the thing is Fans Hobby is actually committed to replacing those parts. Actually, let me pimp Fans Hobby real quick. 'Cause I have their God Bomber, and one of the swords had like the paint on it caused the sword to fuse into place. I could not get it to budge. I told them about it. I sent them pictures. I sent them a video where I could not get the sword out even with the spudger. They said, "What's your address?" They didn't say, "Oh, you need to PayPal us for shipping. You need to do this, or that." No problem. We got you. Send it to me. Sent the replacement part to me. No sweat. Awesome
That's been
experience.
my luck with Fans Toys.
You know, every time with X-Transbots, it's a roll of the dice. I get Miss Zoo, and she's like, "Oh, this is what you owe us through PayPal for the part," and it's like, "Oh, great." And then it's, "Oh, the price of freight has gone up. You now owe us this," and it gets to the point where it keeps going up and up and up, and that's why I will no longer order anything. I'm very limited ordering stuff from the Chosen Prime because, God forbid, you need a replacement part. They will not take care of you. Sorry if you guys like them. You drop off the face of the fucking earth if you need a replacement part from those people. Toy Dojo, Agabus, definitely will take care of you. Nate's Toys and Collectibles, definitely will take care of you. But let's get back on topic. We'll talk about this Fans Hobby Energon Prime, because Energon Prime was one of the most terrible designs. And we saw this teased.
I would definitely say it's probably in my top 3 of worst Prime convoy designs of all time.
I think they've got the proportions down on this. Now, again, this is a very early prototype. This is just kind of the proportions of the figure.
If they can make me want this figure, if they can make me want this design.
Hey, you should be careful. I'm pretty sure that's going to come out like a hair bow too. Don't get your hopes up just yet.
Hey,
Totally
at least they're not asking for money up front. I really can't wait to get this Armada Prime in hand. This is like Armada Prime is probably in my top 10 favorite Prime designs. I think it's probably G1 Prime, Superfire Convoy. Then we've probably got the
Galaxy Force, Cybertron.
Yeah, Galaxy Force is definitely number 3.
And if you don't got Bumblebee Movie Prime up there, then
Bumblebee Movie Prime would probably be my number 4, followed by Armada Prime.
What about Fire Convoy?
I don't think
Convoy was my number 2.
Neither of these guys would be in my top 10.
What would be in your top 10?
I said neither of these guys would be in my top 10 for sure.
don't know. I've always liked Armada Prime. There's just something about it. Like
I like the video game version.
I think that's why. I liked it. That's like where I got my attachment to the character, like just seeing how versatile he was.
But this Prime, okay, this is interesting what they're doing with the wheels to kind of make him look, frankly, more slender.
Yeah,
he's got a cape.
I prefer a cape. Okay, dang, son of a bitch. Never mind. They're kind of doing it.
Yeah. Like Fans Hobby, they definitely make very durable figures. I think they're somewhere in between Zeta and MMC, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
In terms of their construction. Here again, you can't really work miracles with this alt mode, but hey, this looks more like a truck than it ever looked like a truck. In my opinion.
Your top 10. I don't understand.
No, this Armada Prime is in my top 5. Energon Prime has never been on my radar.
Energon is my top 3 of hated Prime convoy designs for me.
I don't get it with the Armada Prime either. I just don't get it.
The Armada Prime, especially because when he combined with Jetfire and Overload, there was a very cool charm to it. The first time he did that in the show, you're just kind of like, okay, I didn't see that coming.
And there are a lot of people where like this, I can respect where like this is their childhood. This is what the Transformers they grew up with. Because like at the time they were still making commercials where there was actual imagination in the commercials. They showed the kids actually playing with the toys. Well, if we could pull up that Kingdom commercial, it's just like, here's toys, have fun.
Yeah, they got 15 seconds instead of 30.
Yeah, and I don't understand like why they even bothered to show the kid holding the golden disc when there's no significance to the audience. Jonathan Walker says, do you think they'll make Skyfire later so they combine? I think that's been confirmed. I think they actually showed a blurry prototype of I think he's actually Jetfire in the cartoon, but yeah, they did show a very blurry picture of that, and Megatron is coming. This trailer though is just like, it's the derpiest damn thing. I know it just houses the drones, but
it looks like something off of Power Rangers.
I think that was the intent.
Well, it's to call him Power Ranger Prime.
Yeah. And it does mildly transform to deploy different.
Yeah, you know what? That's it. Like Armada figures, they got like the Power Ranger Megazord proportions, right? They're just like it's all derpy looking. Like not the cool Megazord, but like the guy in the big Megazord suit on the show, Megazord proportions. Like
right.
I can't stand that.
Man in suit.
Yeah, only man in suit that's good is Godzilla.
Well, it's a pass for me, dog.
You guys have spent like 10 times more time than we spent on it yesterday, and that was for me.
All right, well, let's move into some non-Transformer stuff, which you guys don't talk about on your
TF
segment over on TM Reviews Live. We'll get into
because it's his channel. He doesn't collect anything besides Transformers,
and it's called TF News Live. Come on,
yeah. We got some GI Joe news. The retro line, we got new listing. We get a look at Snake Eyes here. So they're continuing with the 3 3/4 inch GI Joes. There's a deluxe branding on these. They're doing another retro vehicle, but we get a look at this Snake Eyes here, who is more or less like the 80s / modern Snake Eyes. This looks like something that would have come out. Yeah, what was it like when they did that line? Like 2006.
25th, yeah.
The 25th line.
7.
This is different than the one that just came out with Storm Shadow.
I think it is, because the one that came out with Storm Shadow, wasn't that like the like more cartoon styled?
I don't think it had the parachute gear.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I literally just I had some of them. I think I have one around here somewhere. I just saw it in Walmart with the Duke.
Yeah. I've only seen Roadblock and Storm Shadow in Walmart.
I think I've seen Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, and Roadblock. And it did have a whole bunch of accessories like that.
I've
For
seen more of those
$12.
than I've seen the regular 6-inch line.
Right.
Is this a purse?
No, it's a man bag.
Merce, man. Merce.
A merce.
I had a coworker who had a Merce. And he said it with all those S's.
Not familiar with Moonshine / Zenith. And then,
They probably fake names.
yeah. Classified series, they left the new deluxe. Good luck finding
Did you
them.
say Mayfly?
I did not say Mayfly.
Oh. 'Cause Mayfly is Roadblock for whatever reason.
All right. Next up, we have one Dave will actually be interested in.
Predator?
Nope, not Predator. It's his favorite. Todd. Here, bear with me. I accidentally
McFarlane?
McFarlane.
I have too many lines.
So there's one too many Batmen, but we have the Todd McFarlane designed Batman variant. Get some more shots of this.
Pass.
Why is this one a pass for you?
Well, let's say actually one of the things I like about the McFarlane line is I don't have complete geek compulsive disorder. There's things I like and the things I don't like. This I don't like. I don't like this design.
Is this one of the...
It's a lousy Batman design. I don't need it. There's no context. There's no story behind it. This is a cool Batman design. That's not.
All right.
I'm good.
Moving right along. Figma. They are coming out with some new video game figures, and I think these are pretty exciting for the most part. Starting off, we have Lady Maria from Bloodborne. That's the only shot we get, but that figure looks like it's pretty far along. Next up, I liked Cyberpunk. I actually completed Cyberpunk, and I would love some good Cyberpunk figures because I don't think that the McFarlane figures looked all that great, to be honest with you. So
What
right
system did you complete it on?
Xbox Series X. For the record. And the only two glitches I got were with the Pan Am missions. I got a hard crash when I started piloting the I think it was called the Basilisk, which is basically like a big hover tank. And then I did have some glitches where I was trying to dismantle items and I couldn't. That was mostly because I was trying to cheat the money system in the game. I got one glitch towards the end of the game. If you follow me on Xbox, you can actually see this glitch where I cut off a police officer's head with a katana, and he got up and walked around and walked over to his car and then realized he was dead. But the only real bad glitch I got, other than that hard crash during the tank mission, was after I beat the game, I lost Johnny Silverhand's gun, which is supposed to be a permanently bound item. Minor spoilers. But I know there's been a couple patches since. After the next gen patch comes out, I'll probably replay it when they add in ray tracing and all that good stuff. Jedi Mindset says, I got a full refund of the game and got the Lords of Rita gift set. I know Partsformer also got a full refund on it and got to keep the game.
This is true. But I mean, just for what you're saying too, I like the game as well, but I'm going to give it time to get patched properly and then keep playing it. But this figure, I like Figmas. I think they're a little overpriced, but I mean, I think the make or break for this one is going to be the head sculpt.
Yes.
It's got to look like he needs to look. You know, it's got to have that Keanu flair to it. But I am tentatively in for this. They have to convince me to not be.
Might look cool with your major as well.
Yes, and that would make me want the Batu though, so that could be dangerous.
Diva.
But they're not just doing Johnny; they're also doing
V.
Yeah, and we get a painted look at V. So this gives me like
What's that
some
bike
hope.
behind him?
You can
That's
get
what
that
it
bike
is.
in the game.
It's a little Akira, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the
Oh,
Akira
so this
bike.
is $250 then. I bet you.
So that is it says EX Ride Yaiba Kusanagi. And yeah, so this looks like it's a separate purchase. Yeah, this is a bike that's actually available in the game.
It's not that big. It might be cheap.
Hopefully.
It's not.
It's good smile. Nothing.
It's gonna be
nothing
$100.
keeps a good smile.
And last, they saved the least interesting for last. One of the worst games I've ever played, in my opinion, Death Stranding. We get Mads Mikkelsen's character Cliff.
So no
And not
Norman
pictured
Reedus?
here, but they're doing the main character as well. They are doing Norman
Yeah.
Reedus, but that was
Yeah.
revealed last week.
Well, we had seen Sam before. But yeah, that V does look very, very good. I will say that I would. And again, like the bike is not, to go back to this bike. This bike is not an iconic ride in the game. The most iconic rides you get in the game are so there's, again, minor spoilers. Johnny Silverhand's Porsche 911 and Jackie's bike. This is a bike that you can optionally buy that is a deliberate throwback to Akira in a completely not important mission. It just looks cool.
Does he have the small or large clip-through penis?
Hey, that's
Depends
up
on
to
your
you.
slider.
Oh, there was a glitch I got in the game. Is like there's a part where I went into an ice bath and my pants became invisible, and it was the only time in the game I could actually see my junk. Because if you take your pants off in the main menu, you'll see your junk. But if you go into the in-game, they put underwear on you, and the underwear definitely didn't spawn. So like as I was walking, that thing was just like going.
Wow, I'm not missing much in the video game world.
Yeah, you are.
You could be a woman.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think you have pictures of this, but when they revealed these guys, they also revealed a bunch of other Figmas from a bunch of other animes and shit that I don't recognize. The interesting part is that they are leaning pretty heavily into soft goods for their 1/12 scale Figma figures.
Let's see if
A
you
lot
can,
of their figures coming out seem to, from the prototypes, have cloth and soft goods.
see if you can find that, Matt. So I only got one more item on the docket for news, that being Dragon Ball news, Figuarts Dragon Ball news, and we get a good look at launch. So launch is going to come out at about $58. Pre-orders seem to be live now.
Ugh.
Ugh. What do you mean, ugh?
Oh, do you get both?
Yes.
Oh, well, no mind.
Well, it's not.
It's the
That's
same
a different
character.
head.
It's a different head.
Yeah.
Oh.
She was a Super Saiyan before Super Saiyans were cool.
Yeah. She had
Ugh.
split personalities.
I don't know. Could you even call it like a split personality? She's like, she literally transforms her hair and her eye color.
I mean,
she sneezed and she would change,
I know.
and she'd get a completely different, like aggressive personality.
I know, but like, personality doesn't come with a whole hair color.
Well, actually, she's like the Hulk.
didn't you see that M. Night Shyamalan movie, Split?
Oh, that's true. But he got buff. He got like
Yeah.
big, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like that movie.
I did too.
Or
I just
Dr.
also like
Jekyll.
saying M. Night Shyamalan.
Shamalama ding dong.
Well, this thing is nothing really all that special, but it's a must-have for someone like me that completes all the Dragon Ball figurines.
I just need grown-up Bulma.
Wait a minute, Joe. I thought you said. Oh no, wait, that was Matt.
I mean, I do appreciate me some short shorts.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's really not much going on here.
Yeah, she was such like a weird minor character.
This is a character that Akira Toriyama forgot about. He forgot that she existed.
That's hilarious.
You know what I've discovered that I love and I can't go back from? A character pinkies out while dual wielding.
That's funny you did that because bring me up. I got the very same pose just sitting here on the desk in front of me.
Oh, you guys are totally texting each other.
Yeah, it's totally tandem.
You guys are weird.
Your pinky's out
It
too.
was kind of funny. I was just rereading Dragon Ball, the original series, like a couple days ago, and like I totally forgot that when Tien came out for the first time, and he turned like after the tournament, the blonde-haired launch like confessed to Tien was like, "Come join us. I love you." Something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
she was. Yeah, she was thirsting for him big time.
I know.
Yeah,
it was weird.
That whole fucking show was weird, and manga is weird. Do you know he made this character? She's based on a character from a Jackie Chan movie.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why her name is actually Lunch is that she was a mobile, like one of those like food truck kind of things, like little food truck people.
Yeah.
And he made her. That's where he got the inspiration from that. And then he forgot about it.
Yeah.
So he must not have been very inspired at all.
It's kind of creepy though. He was like just so obsessed with this one girl from Jackie Chan movie. He's like, I gotta make a character out of her.
Yeah, that dude's weird.
I don't think this will sell very well.
It depends. It depends on how it comes out. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's getting a regular retail release, but
if we were allowed to go to Barnes and Nobles, if Barnes and Nobles still exist, you would probably find lots of these there.
Right.
Yeah,
hopefully you have a 20% coupon.
Yep. But because we can't, I'm gonna have to pay full price.
It's gonna be a pass for me, dog.
Barnes & Noble is such an easy come, easy go. Like I remember my greatest achievement was getting those Ninja Turtle figures for like 25 a piece.
Same.
And I really regret selling them just because like now that I have like a full NECA set, and like at first I was like, well, the NECA figures definitely look better with the other NECA figures. Getting the Figuarts figures to stand was not an issue at all.
I still got mine.
Don't rub it in. Matt, were you able to find those?
Just assume that I'm failing, and if I pop in with the pictures, be pleasantly surprised.
Well, Winston says he'll be getting her. Sportimus says, I do dig the blonde.
Oh,
and,
I found it.
Tech Checker says, the good old days of getting those turtles so cheap, you can throw them on the table. Yeah, absolutely.
Tech Checker's still here.
He is hanging out. All right.
Here you go. It's in the chat.
Oh, making me do the work.
I am.
All right.
No, it should be in the chat.
Lies. I see nothing in the chat.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we're gonna. There. How about that?
Did you get shadow banned?
He might have.
Since we're waiting for that, another fun piece of Dragon Ball trivia. They actually named one of the characters in Dragon Ball Super Goichi. If you guys follow fighting games at all, he's regarded as probably the best Dragon Ball Fighter Z player. So it was a cool shout out to him.
Oh, that's cool.
Goichi.
That's only in the Fighter Z.
Yeah,
but
they named a character after somebody in the fighter circuit. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, he's easily the best. Well, maybe not easily. He's probably the best, but maybe not easily with Sonic Fox up there. Or
well, Sonic Fox just kind of dominates the whole fighting game scene.
Yeah, he plays so much stuff, but they had a super awesome rivalry. They had really great series. So yeah, it was cool to see a character called out and named.
That's
that
cool. Fighters and Dragon Ball Heroes are something that I have not kept up on. I have no idea what's going on with that stuff.
If
No,
the season
it's
pass
just
was
a
ever on sale,
game. It's an anime based off a game that's not canon, but has like various iterations of non-canon characters. So you got like Super Saiyan 4 Brawly and stuff like that. You know, it's all crazy.
Yeah. What's going on with this chick?
I don't know who this character is. I don't really care. I just thought it was noteworthy that the prototypes for these Figmas included soft goods.
How do you know that's soft goods?
well, you can see right down here on the skirt.
You can see it's got stitching in it. And
Maybe
They
it's
needed that for Princess Zelda.
Now this looks cool. No
Yeah, I don't know who
familiarity
this
with
is
this
either,
character.
but
I like
giant
any
cannons.
tiny
There's another one.
anime girl with
Wow.
big gigantic guns. That is an easy sell for me every time.
Okay,
Fine.
but what about the pistols? Does she need to have large pistols too?
Probably, but it's just one big gigantic ridiculously oversized gun is enough.
Or anything
Or what about guns that turn into a battleship?
Do we have that
you
here?
guys like Ruby fans?
Mm-mm.
RW.
From Rooster Teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a statue of Ruby over there on my dresser.
That's
Actually-
one I don't know about.
I actually was really good friends with the creator Monty I lived in New England for a while, and he was in my Tekken circle. He and I played Tekken for hundreds of hours, and I knew him before he started doing all
That's
that
cool.
stuff,
That's
the
cool.
3D videos and stuff like that. I knew him when he was doing like the Road series. It's called Road because we were living in Rhode Island, and then he was working at Kinko's at the time, and he'd be working on those videos on, I think it was Newgrounds at the time.
Yep.
So I've known him for close to 20 years now, and
I
then
bet-
he passed away a few years ago
Oh.
suddenly. But it was good to see him like break out. It was so sad for him to pass away right when his big
Shows
series,
off.
his breakout series was picking up.
And Ruby is excellent. It's like he said, it's RWBY. It's the first letter of all the main characters' names together. And then the main character's name is Ruby. Isn't that funny how that works out? Haha.
Yeah, it's
but
always
it's a great show.
Yeah,
He did those Final Fantasy Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 10 videos.
yeah. He did the one with the Dead Fantasy, I think. I think it was called Dead Fantasy. And then the Metroid Samus versus Master Chief. Yeah, he did all those.
I think they did a tribute to him too on Death Battle.
Oh, did they? I didn't see that on Death Battle.
There's Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
So big ass scythe that turns into a shotgun, by the way.
Yeah, if you go back and then watch his like Road series, I think he only did one or maybe 2 episodes, but it was against a speedster and like a black ninja, and like those are all people from our Tekken scene. It's so funny.
I gotta ask, who is your main in Tekken?
I played basic. Well, when I played back then, it was Tekken 5, Tekken 4.
Yeah.
Tekken 5, I played Jack, Julius, Steve, Lee. I actually played almost the whole cast. One of my character cards was Mokujin, which is a random character. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm very familiar with Tekken.
yeah. I also went to Tekken 4 Nationals. when
Nice.
that-
Oh, nice.
yeah. I was really big into Tekken and Tekken 4 and 5.
Yeah. I used to be well, in Tekken 3 I played a lot of Brian and
Same.
Kuma.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
played Brian a lot in DR.
For 3, it was Brian Fury and Jin Kazama in 3. Then 4, I really didn't touch much. I think I used Lee more.
Yeah.
Violet.
Violet.
I preferred Bruce when he was available because he was in Tekken Tag. He was a little bit faster than Brian from my experience. In Tekken 4, I learned Steve, and the main reason I learned Steve is because that was the best way to shut out anybody that played as Jin Kazama.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I did play Jin in Tekken 4 when I made it to Nationals because he was just too broken.
Yeah, no, he was OP as OP could get. So if you played as Steve, you could break Jin pretty easily.
Yeah, the
But,
only
yeah.
characters I didn't really play as in the Tekken series, I didn't play the Capoeira characters that much. And oddly, because I'm very anti-Korean, I didn't play a lot of the Korean characters. So I didn't
So
play.
you
Yeah.
didn't play as Wang at all?
Wang is not Korean, man.
I thought he was.
No.
All right.
You mean Hwana?
Harong, yeah.
Yeah, and Beck Tucson. I actually played.
Yes.
I played with him. That's what. So his name Peck. That's my Korean last name. Paik is not actually supposed to be Paik. It's supposed to be Beck.
Oh.
So, but yeah, some weird tangent on some fighting game stuff.
Somebody
There needs
called
to
you
be.
Pike earlier. I was like, ugh, it's not Pike.
I'm hoping Storm Collectibles does more with Tekken.
They
Yeah,
are.
I want to get
They
into
got
collecting
King coming out.
What's that?
Storm has King coming out.
Oh yeah, I played a lot of King too. I love King, Armor King. I played a lot of Jack though. I think I played Jack in almost every.
King I just hated because people would always do that back kick. I'd jump and they just back kick me. I'd
Gun-
jump again, or I'd walk forward, back kick me.
I'm
Gun
like,
Jack
why
was the best Jack.
man? Unless you're playing an anime character like Akuma or something like that, you definitely should not be jumping too much in Tekken.
Or
When I-
Yashimitsu. That's if you're playing Yashimitsu, you need to jump, especially his backflip move.
Well, okay. Now when I'm using Brian's a little different.
Yeah,
That's a
Brian,
whole
you
different conversation.
never need to jump as Brian.
No, you needed to do his up forward 4. That was OP, man. His I forget what they called it, but up right kick is the.
I mean, when he did the spin, when he did like the flying axe, the spinning.
Yeah,
axe.
exactly.
That did love that.
It crushed a lot. It crushed all these lows, and it had like this kind of like almost like a vacuum effect. It was good. If you weren't doing that, then you were not playing Brian.
I loved his backhand combo, and then going right into the uppercut to the gut, where he'd laugh maniacally and then slam you into the ground.
Oh yeah, fisherman suplex.
Yes.
Or fisherman slam, not suplex.
Fisherman, first go into use the wolf bite first, and then go to fisherman slam.
I miss the days. I miss the days of having the time to memorize all that stuff.
Right. I
miss the
sucked
days
at
of going to an
Tekken
arcade and putting my quarter up.
you definitely had to memorize on Tekken.
Oh yeah.
Well, nowadays, if you want to play any game, like even remotely competitively, you have to know frame data and everything. Like back in the day, you were like, "What is frame data? Like how many frames does that move? How much advantage is that?"
That's
Now
why I gave up on Guilty Gear.
Oh, Jedi map mindset actually says Goichi. Yeah, go. I think he put Go 1.
Well, Ichi in Japan is 1.
I know, but you don't read his name Go 1.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. One thing too, I saw like already somebody's accusing PlayStation 5 controllers of having drift in the sticks.
Oh yeah, that was the news.
And
issue.
The first thing I thought is, man, how nice would it be to have the time to actually get to the point where you've played your PlayStation 5 enough to fucking ruin the controller.
The right analog stick on my Pro controller, my Switch Pro controller creaks all of a sudden, like a Nintendo 64 controller.
Hit it with a little WD-40, no joke. Seriously, it'll clean it. Like WD-40 is a solvent cleaner, and that'll.
Oh, you know, I think I do have some.
That'll flush out whatever's causing it. And I guess last up we have the Sam Bridges here with BB and the bike.
Cool.
Yeah. Yay, Death Stranding.
Cool. Next.
I think that's it. Oh wait,
Okay,
no,
cool.
we have the variety. Oh, he's got a helmet to protect him from timefall. And
All right, we're all excited for this? No. Okay, next.
Look, he comes with like the greatest accessory ever, packages to deliver.
Hey, my wife makes my. Never mind.
Awesome.
There are actually some actual games for PS5. I could give you a list to get started.
Cool.
I wish Returnal. Destruction All Stars is actually pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. Now we get them from the back, carrying packages. Oh wait, there is more. Oh wow, they have the Pokemon license. I thought they lost that. I'm not familiar with this trainer.
Is that the evil Pikachu?
No.
Enlighten us, Steve. What?
That is from the latest game. He is probably their regional creature that's similar to Pikachu. They come out with one every time.
It's a
like a
Gothitchu.
hamster.
It's a
Yeah,
Gothitchu.
it's probably the shiny version or something.
There's a
I don't
DC.
know. I never
Comics
got that
tie-in.
one.
I am not Pikachu. All right, and not familiar with that character at all. No soft.
That's what Joe wants, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is this the one with the guns that combine in the battleship? No.
No, I don't think so.
That looks
Oh,
very.
Oh, that's the slime.
The
right?
slime anime, right? Yeah. I never watched that.
Oh, is this the one that we were like making fun of the manga titles? Like
Yeah.
my girlfriend turned into a slime or something. I can't remember what the hell they were called.
No,
A
no,
teenage
those are
slime.
mangas that Matt bought the other day.
What were they called? I took a picture of them in the store.
There you go.
I can find it.
There's one for Joe.
Yes.
Was that a super scoop?
Look at a big gigantic rocket launcher. That's all me.
Yeah. That's all strategically placed armor.
Yes, massive amounts of armor, but no protection in the areas that we don't want the protection in. That's perfect. Looks like she has. Does she have like a different chest pieces? Because she looks more covered up in some. Maybe it's just the angles.
It's the swords.
No, she never covers up the breast.
It's like wearing a bulletproof vest, but no combat.
I approve of that.
This looks very Dragon Quest.
I would guess that's Dragon Quest. What is this?
Hey, who just turned on their PlayStation 5? I heard that, T. I heard that. I know that sound. The dunk.
Oh, that's how you start a hentai.
Yeah, tell me.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
What is this?
You give it to
From-
Figma, man. They do
This
go all in on some
It looks like
accessories.
This is-
scallop an oyster.
This is Mr. Tentacles. Please don't eat my clam.
All I just know is that Reveltech would have made it worse.
Ate the clam anyway.
All right.
These things keep going. Is this another Pokemon trainer? Yes, it is.
How is that a Pokemon? It doesn't. It looks like a robot. What's going on?
Well, you know they have a chandelier Pokemon.
Yeah, that they do.
And they have robot Pokemon. Isn't Porygon technically like a computer program?
What
What
the
the
hell?
heck's going on here?
Is this the movie Audition?
No,
In
this is
Figma form?
no. It's Demon Slayer. I need to watch that.
Oh.
This is Matt's basement.
This is the anime that's like super
She
hot right now.
is the girl in the box.
I'm definitely gonna start watching it now that's on Netflix. But I'm not
You just gotta keep swiping right until the song "Goodbye Horses" starts playing, and then
She's gagged, bound, and stuffed in a box. Nice action figure.
gonna bet it's better than My Hero Academia. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah.
Oh, I've been enjoying.
When are they going to make a Bubble Girl figure?
Oh, here we go. Now
Right.
this I want.
Wake me when they make Keegan Ashura figures.
This is Jin from Ghost of Tsushima, the best game that nobody played last year. Well, a lot of people played it.
I mean, I didn't play it, but
You should.
Played it, and then I got stuck at a fort and gave up.
This is very good for Figma,
that looks super detailed.
and they did a cloth cape.
This is Figma?
This is Figma.
Yeah.
Wow. This is the most like realistic looking Figma.
You know, I automatically assumed that Ghost of Tsushima was done by a Japanese studio, but I was shocked to find that it wasn't. It was a Western studio.
Yeah, Sucker Punch.
Yeah, that's
They
crazy.
did Sly Cooper and Infamous.
They must have worked really heavy with Japanese people.
So Nate says, I might have to get... Nate, you should carry this one. You carry it, I'll pre-order it.
See, that's the kind of figure, not this one. That's the kind of figure that even though I have no attachment to it, it'd be a one-off figure that I'd buy because it just looks so cool.
Yeah. Just to have a really cool like samurai.
Yeah.
Sir Games Go says, Pee Wee Herman was in Batman Returns. Mind blown.
What?
Yeah, he played the Penguin's
yeah,
Penguin's dad.
Yep. And he reprised that role in Gotham.
Yes,
and
he did.
Helen Bonham Carter played the mother.
Is this from Kill la Kill?
Pee Wee Herman was also in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
He had the best scene in the
that
whole
was
movie.
it was post fapping career.
Yeah, I remember that.
Best post-credit scene ever.
Heard any good jokes lately?
Also had she actually had both good scenes. I can do anything. Really? Clap. So
there's
Is a lot of
stuff.
Here we go.
Oh,
we get
here
another
we go.
pager.
This is definitely not from this week. I just realized this is from like October.
Yeah, this is going back
this
to
is
October
Facebook,
now.
so they
Yeah.
never
Okay.
gonna end.
Let's see. We had seen the gin prototype, but I hadn't seen it colored, and that's from like
November.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, so how long we could have gone all the way back to like?
Yeah, we would have been
2019.
going like.
I would have started seeing shit that I had on my shelf. And like, wait a minute. This must be a re-release.
Great Scott.
Well, guys, I appreciate it. You guys having me on.
Yeah.
Taking my shots, Dave.
It's okay.
Hopefully next time you'll prep and so that you guys can get me back.
We'll have
We're
a
all
script
leaving at
ready.
the same time.
Hey, Henry, if we meet again at a con, first round's on me though.
I don't drink, but all right, cool.
Makes that perfect.
He'll have a shot of milk.
Good.
I'm Asian, man. Like 90% of Asians are lactose intolerant.
A shot
And
of water.
have alcohol allergies. My wife has alcohol allergies. She gets she mildly
Super
breaks
red.
out.
Oh yeah, my mom's like that too.
Oh, I know the flush.
But yeah, definitely we should hit it up. You said you were hanging out with TM last time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried. I told him to come meet up with us at some point, and then I think he was with you guys at that crappy sports bar.
No, we weren't at the crappy sports bar. We were at the hotel bar, and there was a guy buying a whole lot of shots for everybody else.
Robert D.
I didn't want to mention his name.
Oh,
No,
really?
I mean, Robert D is very open about it. He bought Jameson shots, doubles of
Oh
Jameson.
yeah. Oh my god.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
was
Robbie D.
Yeah, he gave me five doubles back to back, and like when he gave me like the fifth one, I was like, Robert, man, I can't. Well, first off, I can't even really drink Jameson. I can't drink Jameson. It's like that one whiskey that I just can't stomach, and he's just like, drink it, ExtraZero, and he punched me right in the gut.
But I can't imagine that there's anybody watching this that doesn't or isn't already aware of your channel, Henry. But I have a link to it in our description, so if they want to check you out, it is there.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thanks all the fun comments. Thanks. I always love coming to other people's live streams because one, I don't have to really prepare anything, and two, I like seeing the cross mix of fans in here. A bunch of regulars that I see in the TF News Live and sometimes in mine, like Buddha, Sportimus, Winston, Michael Rogers usually in there, Nate sometimes in there. So it's always cool to kind of see that the community is tighter knit than you might think. And again, thanks guys. I know we're all East Coast Marylanders, Virginians, whatever. So I appreciate you guys having me on. We'll see you guys at TFCon, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Later, man.
All
Good
right.
night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
All
And
right, good
just,
night.
guys.
just as a reminder, we still have
It's just
Nate's
Paik has a
giveaway.
channel.
We have
I
Nate's
was a joke
giveaways.
last week when I said that. I was being a jerk. I know he has a channel.
He just
I've watched it.
No, he doesn't.
Make sure you kielbasa slam that like button. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Ring that notification bell and stay tuned because we will be announcing our plans for the 3 giveaways from Nate. So, yep, that'll do it. And we'll see you all next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.